Welcome back. This is Brian again here at Trans West Buick GMC. Very excited to show you this vehicle. We just got it in. It is a 2017 Corvette Z06 in the red or the black rose metallic. Sorry about that. Beautiful car. Just looking at the front here. Of course, you have the dark gray metallic accents throughout the entire car, even on the badging here. You know this is a muscle car when you walk up to it. You have the intake here to feed that V8, producing that 650 horsepower with the supercharger. Coming around the front, of course, you have your side marker lights on front and rear. Just really gives it that nice look. And of course, you have the flare for rock protection and stuff like that to protect your fenders here. You have 19-inch wheels up front and 20s in the rear. The brakes, of course, they are upgraded to the Brembo with the Z06 package. You have that 6 piston caliper in the front, and then you have the 4 in the rear. Very nice badging again, though. You have that metallic gray on it as well, and you know it is a Z06 supercharged. Gray again on the mirrors. I like how they kind of broke up the black rose metallic, makes it look very good. Again, 20-inch wheel in the rear, just gives you that more traction compared to having the 19s on the rear as well. On the back, it's gorgeous. I don't know what else to say about it. The exhaust is beautiful. Love how it's centered. All LED tail lights here, and then in the exhaust there are active flaps for when you change it into track mode, sport mode, economical mode, or touring mode. They will open and close according to what mode you are in. Again, all these are actually active flow to help cool down the engine, the brakes, the wheels, keep your tires a little bit cooler, things like that. With this being a Z06, of course, you will have to use premium fuel in it. And of course, it is capless, just your normal Chevrolet capless system there. Going under the hood here, this is where the car comes alive, of course. There is that intake right there feeding the aluminum block V8. And then of course you have the LT4 supercharger on there, producing that 650 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. Alrighty, here we are inside the car. Getting in, of course, it is going to be a little tighter just because it is that sports car. I hope my audio is okay. Sorry, our microphone died. But with us being inside the car, it should sound perfectly fine. Coming in, though, of course, you have your power windows, power locks, and this does have your Bose sound system in it as well. They just put that little logo there to let you know. With the doors, it's just a push of a button to open and close for you. Over on this left-hand side, this is a control for your heads-up display, which will show you anything from your speed to your tachometer with the speed, and kind of just directions, everything like that. Just really overall cool to have, especially when you're on the track to watch your RPMs, things like that. Bunch of controls here on your steering wheel as well. Of course, like I said, this does have Bluetooth capability, so you have your phone control there, and then your voice command there for maps, things like that. You do have your volume control buttons here, as well as buttons on the left hand side for your favorites on the radio stations. With this being the automatic transmission, you do get paddle shifters with it, so you do have that capability, which is nice out here if you're going to drive this thing a little bit. There is a lot of traffic here in Denver, so the automatic is kind of nice to have, especially when you do have the capability with your paddle shifters. Coming into the screen, really nice layout with the option to lower it, to put your phone in there while you're driving, with the little USB in the back as well. Super simple to use though. Right now we're on AM, FM, then you have your phone, and then your maps as well. Coming down though, this is your drive selector here. Anything from track mode to touring to sport and to weather as well. There is an eco mode which will shut those flaps on the exhaust, as well as in touring mode they'll be shut as well, just to make the vehicle a little bit quieter so you don't wake up the neighbors when you start it early in the morning. In track mode. Coming to the top, it is a convertible. This will fit snugly in the back. There are hooks back there as well, just to hook it right on. Super simple to do though. You just have to pull your visors down, undo these two here, and then there is another right in the rear, and then it will pop right off. It's relatively light and easy to do just by yourself. This is dual automatic climate controls. The driver's is located here, just with the turn of a dial. Of course, it'll set it directly to that temperature, and then the passengers is right there for them. Very easy to get to, and it will automatically adjust the fan speed and everything like that. I think it's about time to take this on the road though. We're gonna get it up on the highway and kind of show you what it's got. Alrighty, here we are getting up on the highway on the on-ramp. Get on it a little bit. It sounds really nice. Of course, tons of power there. Not an issue at all getting up and going, that is for sure. Really nice cluster here though, easy to read. You do have your supercharger pressure there, and then of course just your analog for the gas as well as your mile per hour, and then you have it all again right there digitally for you. This is equipped with cruise control as well. Super easy, just push of a button there, turns on, and then just hit set, and you're on a road trip. But it's loop that we typically do. Again, of course, this car is very, very fun to drive. Almost brand new with 5,900 miles on it. Sorry about that. If you do have any follow-up questions on the vehicle or would like to schedule a test drive, please feel free to reach out to the dealership or directly to me. My cell phone is 815-549-9196. If you did like this video, hit the like button and please subscribe. Thank you.